State lawmakers are proposing major change today. A handful of legislators are demanding the state take a look at the systemic issue of racism and its effect on health for Black Ohioans. News 5's Emily Hamilton has more now on what they're asking that could result in a major vote in the coming weeks.
State lawmakers tell me this resolution has been in the works for quite some time, and by declaring racism a public health crisis, they hope this is just a start to addressing and correcting disproportionate access to health care for Black Ohioans. Health disparities between Black and white Americans have been documented for centuries.
Just dealing with the racial equities when it comes to workforce, when it comes to health care, when it comes to housing. There's so many things that we have to make sure that Black people all across this nation are heard.
State lawmakers say the COVID-19 pandemic has shined a light on the issue in a way they hope results in permanent change.
And that's not particularly if you're rich or you're poor or you're Black or you're white. That's an all people issue. But right now, particularly, is an unproportionate amount of Black people who are being affected by COVID-19.
If the proposal to declare racism a public health crisis in Ohio is passed, the legislation would require the state to formally recognize racism as a crisis that damages public health.
For us to have one of the best hospitals in the nation, why is infant mortality so high amongst African American people?
District 26 Representative Erica Crawley stresses that aside from direct access to health care, there are a handful of other social determinants that play a huge role in disadvantaging minorities.
Income, education, family, housing, food security, environment, community, and transportation.
The legislation would also encourage state legislators to partner with the municipalities they represent to address the disparities.
How is racism affected even within our Ohio Revised Code, and how we can do a better job of protecting all Black people and making sure they are heard in this process.
Both the Ohio Speaker and the Ohio Senate President could present this resolution to the floor as early as Thursday, and if passed, it would be the first of its kind at the state level. Emily Hamilton, News 5.